Is it time to buy or sell Bakkt Holdings stock? In this video, we will explore Bakkt Holdings in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on the 29th of September, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any vital updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Leverage the capabilities of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one of 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please keep in mind that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since the 15th of September, 2025, our system has ranked Bakkt Holdings as a hold or accumulate, giving it a score of 0. Let's examine the stock's performance during this period. During this time, the stock has exceeded our expectations, achieving a gain of 164.22% since we first recommended purchasing Bakkt Holdings 11 days ago. This equates to an average return of 14.93% per day since it was classified as hold or accumulate. A score of 0 indicates that our system anticipates high volatility and risk for the following trading day. Given the latest developments, we are currently unable to ascertain the stock's next direction, as it could move in either direction. The stock has broken through a very wide and declining short-term trend. Initially, there is an indication of a slower falling rate, which may signify an early shift in the trend. On any reaction, support will be found at the peak of the current trend that has been broken, which is $19.11. This level could present a second opportunity to capitalize on upward movement. According to fan theory, $33.37 will represent the next potential peak level, serving as a resistance point that may not be surpassed on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of a decrease of 28.24% over the coming 3 months, with a possible return ranging between a decrease of 86.39% and a decrease of 46.33%. Looking at a longer time frame, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of a decrease of 21.57%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from a decrease of 94.82% to a decrease of 18.7% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $1.32 and $20.93. Our latest daily update for Bakkt Holdings features the headline, High Volatility in Bakkt Holdings Incorporated Stock Price on Monday, which concluded trading at $25.55. The Bakkt Holdings Incorporated stock price experienced a gain of 42.34% on the last trading day, which was Monday, the 29th of September, 2025, rising from $17.95 to $25.55. During this trading day, the stock fluctuated by 40.26%, with a low of $19.05 and a high of $26.72. The price has increased in 7 out of the last 10 days, marking a rise of 164.22% over the past 2 weeks. The trading volume also saw an increase on the last day, which is a positive technical indicator, with 5 million more shares traded than the previous day. In total, 8 million shares changed hands, amounting to approximately $194,430,000. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached $37.21, while the lowest was $6.83. Currently, the price stands 31.34%, or $11.66, below the 52-week high, and 97.99%, or $1,244.45, below the all-time high recorded on the 1st of November, 2021, when the price peaked at $1,270. Bakkt is enhancing its identity as a dedicated crypto infrastructure company. Over the past 2 months, the company successfully closed a public offering worth $75 million, completed a strategic realignment by finalizing a deal to sell its loyalty business, and reported second quarter results that management states indicate streamlined operations. governance and growth credentials received a boost with the appointment of Mike Alfred to the board, while Benchmark's new buy rating underscores Bakkt's regulated licenses as a foundation for a brokerage-in-a-box, Bitcoin treasury programs, and a stablecoin payments network. Additionally, the company acquired the bitcoin.co.jp domain, indicating a targeted expansion into Japan. In the near term, the newly secured capital and the disposal of non-core assets should alleviate liquidity concerns and potentially stabilize the stock. However, the offering in July introduced dilution that may limit upside until revenue momentum resumes. Looking ahead, a focused, licensed infrastructure strategy with institutional product offerings could lead to higher and more predictable revenues if Bakkt executes well, and the crypto market and regulatory environment remain favorable. Execution and broader crypto risks remain critical downside factors. Analyst ratings. On Monday, the 8th of September, 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned BKKT a buy rating with an initialize action. On Monday, the 9th of January, 2023, it was reported that Wells Fargo assigned BKKT an equal weight rating with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 30th of November, 2022, it was reported that Rosenblatt Securities assigned BKKT a buy rating with an initialize action. On Tuesday, the 19th of July, 2022, it was reported that Citigroup assigned BKKT a neutral rating with an initialize action. Analysts have given Bakkt Holdings stock a general strong sell rating. They assess the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell and the price-to-book value as neutral. In terms of return on investment, the analysts also assign the stock a strong sell rating. The following signals have been identified for Bakkt Holdings. Bakkt Holdings Inc. stock presents buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, suggesting a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, a general buy signal emerges from the relationship between the two indicators, as the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. If there are downward corrections, support can be expected at levels of $17.78 and $10.89. A decline below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Thursday, August 21st, 2025, and thus far, the stock has increased by 221.38%. Further growth is anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, a buy signal is indicated from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. The volume is rising alongside the price, which is recognized as a favorable technical signal. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal, pivots, buy signal from 27 days ago, Bollinger, buy signal from 481 days ago, short-term moving average, sell signal from 10 days ago, long-term moving average, buy signal from 12 days ago. The relation between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 11 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average, buy signal from 16 days ago, long-term moving average, buy signal from 7 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages shows a buy signal from 30 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you wish to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Bakkt Holdings. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $22.77 and $21.39. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as breaking this level may lead to a decline to the next support level. In this case, Bakkt Holdings Inc. finds support just below today's level at $22.77. If this is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $21.39 and $20. This stock may experience significant movement during the day, indicating high volatility with a very large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, categorizing it as very high risk. Over the last day, the stock moved $7.67 between its high and low, reflecting a change of 40.26%. For the past week, the stock has recorded an average daily volatility of 21.76%. Before we dive into the potential favorable trading levels for Bakkt Holdings, let's quickly review some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important metric evaluates a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative P/E ratio indicates that the company is experiencing losses or negative earnings. Even well-established companies can have downturns, often due to circumstances beyond their control. However, consistently negative P/E ratios may suggest inadequate profits and the potential risk of bankruptcy. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 13th of November, 2025. Now, let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Bakkt Holdings. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which indicates that the stock could experience a swift upward movement under favorable conditions. In this scenario, it may be wise to enter a position and use volume as a guide for when to exit. On the downside, Bakkt Holdings encounters its first support level at $22.77. If this support level holds, it could present a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The overall average rating for Bakkt Holdings from various analyst sources is classified as a strong sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 17th of September, 2025, Alfred Michael executed an insider purchase of 0 shares of Class A common stock. On the 25th of September, 2025, Bays Nicholas conducted an insider sale of 810 shares of Class A common stock. On the 17th of September, 2025, Alfred Michael again carried out an insider purchase of 0 shares of Class A common stock. On the 17th of September, 2025, Alfred Michael once more executed an insider purchase of 0 shares of Class A common stock. On the 28th of August, 2025, Alexander Karen performed an insider sale of 483 shares of Class A common stock. Analyzing the most recent 100 insider trades, we have determined the insider power to be positive, with a ratio of approximately 92.455. In total, insiders bought 21,558,198 shares and sold 881,102 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $24.71, which reflects a decline of 3.3%. This stock experiences very high daily fluctuations, resulting in a significant level of risk. The relative strength index over a 14-day period is 85, further amplifying this risk. Additionally, there is a buy signal stemming from a pivot bottom identified 26 days ago. Is Bakkt Holdings stock a good buy? Bakkt Holdings Incorporated holds several positive signals. However, we do not find these sufficient to categorize it as a buy candidate at this time. Instead, it should be viewed as a hold candidate, suggesting that investors may want to hold or accumulate shares while awaiting further developments. Due to minor weaknesses in the technical picture, we have adjusted our analysis conclusion for this stock from a buy to a hold since our last evaluation. After examining the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 30th of September, we anticipate Bakkt Holdings will open lower by $1.78, starting trading at $23.77. We remind you that trading carries a significant risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the buying or selling of securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.